Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, another fight week is among us again, and got a few fights on this card for December 18th. I'm looking forward to this UFC Fight Night card. About 3 WMMA fights on this card, so I just want to, come back and do some videos and give you my prediction for these fights and just kind of talk about these fights in general because there's been a big shakeup for this fight. This is a fight I was looking forward to at 135. Raquel Pennington is taking on Macy Chiasson on short notice because, as y'all know, Julia Avila, she had to step out of the fight because of a knee injury. Shout out to Julia Avila. I like her style. I like her for the division. She brings excitement. Hopefully she can recover well. I know how those knee injuries are. Sometimes they can set fighters back. Hopefully she can, come back from it. Hopefully she comes back 100% though. But as for Macy Chiasson, she's stepping in for short notice here because she's had 2 cancellations. She hasn't fought since March of this year against Marion Renault. So, she's been looking to get back in action against Aspen Ladd. But that fight got canceled twice. So now she's ready to come back and take on Raquel Pennington. And I thought this was a good matchup at 135. It's a good test for Macy Chiasson. But just got a little bit more exciting. I don't know how excited I am for it. I'm just glad to see Macy Chiasson at her full potential because this fight is taking place at 145. That's right. Rocky versus Macy at 145. Macy Chiasson, we get to see her perform at featherweight once again. Now, like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up. This might be because it's a short notice fight. Maybe they don't want to kill her and get her, drained down to 135, hurt herself. So maybe they're just letting her fight at 145 here. Or maybe it's a test run. I'm not getting my hopes up for a featherweight division. Like I said, I'm done talking about it. But I'm just glad to see Macy Chiasson fighting at a good weight where we'll see her perform, especially against a veteran here, and that's what I want to talk about in this video a little bit. Now that the extra 10 pounds are added, I got to say that this fight is really going to go more in favor of Macy Chiasson for me. Now, I know Rocky, she brings a lot to the table. She just beat Patty Kansan, another up-and-coming potential fighter in the bantamweight division. She put the experience on her. She was on a losing streak before that, but she came back in there, showed that experience, with her style, good jab, that dirty boxing. And Rocky, she's very strong. She is, I think a lot of people underestimate her physical strength. She's real good in the clinch and she can press you to the cage. She's real good at clinch control. And I thought that was going to be a big factor in this fight here where Macy Chiasson, she's big, she's strong, has power in both hands, but she can kind of be pressed to the cage, especially at 135. Sometimes she can be a little flat and a little slower at times. And I think the experience of Rocky and her tools were going to come into play more so if this was at 135, kind of how like Lena Landsberg was able to do to Macy Chiasson at 135. That's what I was kind of seeing it play out with Rocky Pennington, using her jab, staying on the inside, being very durable, even, showing a good chin against the power of Macy Chiasson, even making her miss a lot. You know what I mean? I thought Rocky had that experience level, even with the boxing over Macy Chiasson. But, there were going to be some close moments. I know that Macy, she knows how to switch it up. Her footwork is kind of awkward. And like I said, she can switch up the stance and work the left hook from southpaw or orthodox or bring that straight right hand down the pipe, So it was going to be a very close fight to me. Very tough to call at 135. But at 145, I can't help but favor Macy here, man, because I think here we're going to see a faster Macy, a much stronger Macy, much powerful Macy, because when I saw her in the Tough House, like I said, 3 years ago, I know it was against lesser competition and not Rocky Pennington, but I think Macy Chiasson, she was really showing how much of a threat she was going to be if there was a featherweight division. Like, she was very exciting. She was not afraid to fight dirty in the clinch. She'd get down and dirty. She threw vicious knees to the body. I haven't really been seeing that Macy at 135. Like, as soon as she would grab you in that tie clinch, she would just fire big knees off. And she had raw talent, just like walking girls down and landing these bombs. Like, she was finishing girls, So I'm waiting to see that Macy again. You know what I mean? Like, the one that left off at the Tough House, won the Tough House featherweight edition. I think we're going to see that Macy here. Going into this fight, I think Roxy, like I said, she needs to press this fight on the inside. She needs to use her jab, use straight punches down the pipe against the long fighter. Stay in mid-range and stay on the inside here and really, really press and try to gas Macy, go to her body and just use that clinch control that she's really known for. 'Cause I think Rocky can still hold her own at featherweight. I think she can still, use those skills and really, really really press this fight to the cage to avoid the power. Because like I said, at 145, if you give Macy range, she's going to get those long power shots off. So I think a good inside game and dirty boxing and taking this fight down to the ground and putting Macy on her back is what's going to favor Roxy in this one. For Macy Chiasson, I think she just needs to switch those stances up, make it confusing, so she doesn't know, so Rocky doesn't know which angle she's going to come in at, or which lead hand is going to be the power hand. You know, that's going to be her favor here, because I've really seen Macy working on the stance, you know, and how to switch from southpaw to orthodox, and then get those get those bombs off, get those left hooks off. You never know where the left hook is coming. So she has to be unpredictable in this fight and keep it at a range. You know, throw her straight jab down the pipe, hit Rocky straight up the middle, and just chop away at the lead leg. You know, chop away at the lead leg and then come over the top with the right hand. And if it does get to the clinch in the center, you know, she needs to be first with those knees like she's done in the past. Like I said, man, when you see her go back to some of those tough house fights, as soon as she got these fighters in that clinch, like even Leah Letson, like she was firing big knees off and dropped Leah Letson with some body shots, you know, some body knees. So that's what she really needs to do in this fight. Like, keep it standing, fight at a long range, and get in the tie clinch only in the center of the octagon, not where Raquel Pennington can reverse her and press her to the cage and get that clinch control, or even potentially get her down. You know, keep it in the center of the octagon and be first with those shots and break with big elbows. You know, I think the more and more Macy works on her Thai boxing and, you know, her Muay Thai, I think she'd be a very deadly fighter. You know, she needs to put her takedown defense together too. So with that being said, this fight being at 145 now, I'm gonna have to go with Macy Chiasson here. Possibly, possible stoppage. You know, maybe in like the second or third. You know, Rocky, she's very durable, but I don't know how long she'll last the minute she takes one of those bombs from Macy Chiasson, because she's gonna bring it now. I think she's gonna be feeling it. You know, she's gonna feel fresh here from not having to make the weight cut. She won't be flat. You're gonna see Macy perform at a high level. And if you haven't seen her fight in the Tough House, you haven't seen her fight at 145. Go back and look at some of her fights, and you'll see what I was talking about. Because potentially, I did want to see Macy, you know, if there was a featherweight division, I wanted to see her climb up. And when she did, she won the Tough House. I wanted to see her fight Megan Anderson. That would have been a fight, man. That would have been a good fight. But yeah, for this one here, I'm going with Macy Chiasson by TKO. Not sure when, maybe the second or third round. I think she has the power, and I think she's in her comfort zone here. But let me know, guys, who y'all got. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.